Hey, Biology 2401 and 2401L students for Anatomy and Physiology 1 lab and lecture. This is Dr. Edwards, and I'm just really excited to see you all and or to see you specifically. And I know that we're meeting online now, but I wanted to let you know the course is going to continue to go on. And fortunately, we've done a lot of things in Canvas already. So there are a lot of things that won't change. So for you, I think you'll do extremely well. There'll be a few things that will change, and we'll go over that now. Hey, this is Dr. Edwards again. So just wanted to take some time to show you a module that I just put in for you in your Canvas. So when you log into Canvas and go and click into the course, you will see this module here at the top that says Transition to Online Learning. We can do this. So you will see that, and you will see these four components of the module. You have what will change and what won't change now that the class is online. How to take an exam using Respondus Monitor, revised Spring 2020 Biology 2401 lecture schedule, and a link to click to download Respondus Lockdown Browser. So we'll start here. Okay, so what will change and what won't change now that the class is online. So we'll start with what won't change, because I want to make sure that you know that a lot of things are still going to be the same to put you at ease. So the modules, first thing that won't change. So the first thing is that we'll still use a weekly format. We have the learning activities module and then the assignment module. So that doesn't change. Also, mastering A&P. We use that a lot in this class. You have a lot of online activities, and we'll continue to do those on your computer as you always have. Your e-text, you still will continue to read your e-text as you always have. Canvas inbox, you can still email me with your questions inside Canvas in the inbox. And the bow ties. Dr. Edwards is still wearing these bow ties, so that does not change even though we are now online. All right, now let's talk about what will change. So what will change, some of the assignment due dates as well as the class schedule. So quiz 3 and exam 3 were supposed to be this week, but because we're in extended spring break, they will be next week. All right, the next thing is that I put in a link there in the modules with the revised lecture schedule. So check there for any updates, and so it's going to be kind of fluid right now. We kind of have to see how things go, but check that link. Don't use the original lecture schedule. Use the revised lecture schedule so to know what we're going to do each week. Okay, office hours. So the normal times stay the same. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2:30 to 4 p.m., as well as Fridays from 9 a.m. to noon. The only thing that changes is that now they'll be online. And you can schedule office hours with me here at this link here in Calendly. And you can click to block out a 30-minute time slot. We may adjust that to 15 minutes. We'll have to see how things go. But basically, you can block out a time slot. And we can meet. But also, again, I'll be replying to Canvas messages during office hours. So know that you can message me that way as well. All right, so how will you attend class? And if you're in the lab with me, how will you attend lab? So I will upload video lectures that you can watch anytime. So we're probably not going to do a lot of synchronous, which means you watching me and being there at the same time. We may do a few of those just to check in. But I realize with the internet being the way it is in most places, you may not be able to access it at the time that I'm delivering it. So I'm going to upload a lot of lectures a lot of mini lectures, kind of like what we do in class, where we'll talk for a few minutes and then do some questions. So that format will stay the same. So you'll see a bunch of small videos. Dr. Edwards, me, I will make some YouTube playlists for each learning module. So you'll see a bunch of videos within one playlist. Okay. Also, feel free to stop and start these videos if you don't understand the concept the first time. This can really be helpful potentially for you because since we've been in class, I have to cover a lot of material each class. So that way you can stop and start the video, slow watch it as many times as you need to in order to get it. So this actually may work out well for you. All right. Also, I like to do a lot of interaction in my classes, and even though we're in the online environment, you can still do that, but I'm going to let that be your choice. So consider forming some small groups. You can get together. Hopefully, you have some friends in class that on social media. You can get together and watch the video as a watch party. And I'll stop the video or stop what I'm doing and ask you questions. You can ask each other questions. You can, like we do in class, to explain the concepts. But I would highly encourage you to get with your classmates and watch the videos online together if you can. If you can't, that's okay. But I think that interaction will be good, and we'll come up with some additional group activities that you can do to interact with each other. So it's not just you and me talking, but you and your classmates talking online as well. All right, whiteboard activities. I used to love to do that in class. So what we'll do in this case is you can just stop the video after I cover a concept, and I'll have some checks for understanding. You try to answer the questions, and then check your understanding by starting the video again and see if the answer that I provide is correct, or the answer that matches what you have. All right, you can also watch the video with others, and if you do that, then just pause the video and explain the answers to each other. Okay, and bell ringers. I do a lot of bell ringers and exit tickets. Well, we're still going to do these. But obviously, you're not going to be the first 10 minutes of class or the last 10 minutes of class. So obviously, it's going to be more flexibility on the due dates because you won't be watching them at the same time. But I do want you to do those activities in the discussion boards, and I want you to comment on each other's what your other classmates have put in the discussions. All right. Also, how you take the quizzes and exams, or in the case of the lab, how you take lab practicals and lab quizzes. So since the testing center is closed until further notice, you're going to take your quizzes and your exams and lab practicals online. So you'll take your quizzes just directly in Canvas. All right, but you're actually going to need to use Respondus Monitor to take your exams and lab practicals. And so in the next page, I've got instructions for you on how to do that. All right, so how to take an exam using Respondus Monitor. So basically, you'll basically have to use the following things. You'll need a laptop, computer, tablet, or phone that has a webcam or camera. You need your photo ID. It could be Panola College student ID or a driver's license, and you'll need basically a table or desk for your device and chair to sit in. Okay, and you have instructions here on how to download Respondus Lockdown Browser. You need to use that at the testing center, but you'll use that on your computer. Okay, you have instructions on here on how to open up the quiz and take it. Okay, and how to check your webcam, as well as some other instructions to make sure you're able to take the exam. So that obviously you got to provide a photo, show your ID, check your environment to make sure that there's kind of nothing around you. Okay, while you're taking that exam or lab practical, text your face, allows you to begin the exam, then you submit your quiz. Okay, so and we'll do a practice activity so that you know kind of how to use Respondus Monitor before you actually get to the exams or practicals. But know that you only have to use that for the exams or practicals, not for the quizzes. Okay, so let's see. Here's your revised lecture schedule, and if you're in the lab, you'll see the revised lab schedule. But just follow this and see. I've gotten here the extended spring break noted. So spring break here is 2 weeks. And then we've got kind of a catch-up week next week. It's going to be very fluid, so I'll keep that in mind. You keep that in mind as well. So we're going to see how this goes, and we'll adjust as necessary. But just keep up with this page, and you'll see what changes we make. Okay. So and in the event you just want the link to download Respondus Lockdown Browser, you can access it there. Okay. So that is our transition to online learning module. Remember, we can do this. It's going to be okay. And so just wanted to show you that. Hey, Biology 2401 and 2401L students for Anatomy and Physiology 1 lab and lecture. This is Dr. Edwards, and I'm just really excited to see you all, and or to see you specifically. And I know that we're meeting online now, but I wanted to let you know the course is going to continue to go on. And fortunately, we've done a lot of things in Canvas already. So there are a lot of things that won't change. So for you, I think you'll do extremely well. There'll be a few things that will change, and we'll go over that now. So again, this is Dr. Edwards, and just wanted to encourage you and just know that we're going to get through this, and look forward to more videos from me and more of these bow ties. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.